Hey guys, look, I know that your work boots were made for work, and of course that could involve dirt, bumps and scuffs, water, sawdust, and whatever your boots need to do to protect your feet. But there's a time when your cherished leather boots go from looking good to pretty tattered, and not only do they look bad, but that dry leather is also at risk for even more damage like creasing and cracking. And unfortunately, there's only so much we can do to repair certain gouges and scuffs, but in today's video, we're going to do our very best to repair, clean, and prolong our favorite work boots so that we can get years longer in them. Let's get to it. My name is Evan, and it's my goal to share the skills and tools needed to love your leather. I guarantee that if you regularly follow my simple 3 C's method when caring for your shoes and boots, you'll get years longer in them. Let's get straight into it. In order to remove most of the lifted leather flaps and loose fibers, we're going to sand as much of it as we can. This will both provide a smoother finish to our leather and provide a better look. Though I do want to note that after the top layer of leather has been significantly shaved off, there's only so much we can do to recover a smooth texture due to those open fibers. So how do I know when I've sanded the leather down enough? You'll know you've achieved the proper smoothness once it's smooth to the touch. What about those leather creases on your shoes that occur when you bend down? Well, if they're really deep creases, you can also gently shave that top layer to smooth them out, but just note that you don't want to shave it down too much in order to prevent creating an entire hole. Alright, now on to cleaning. I'll be using a basin of water, a horsehair brush, my specialized leather cleaner, and my new foaming bottle. I'm super excited about this because, well, of course, it's foam, but more importantly because it prevents leather from getting too wet, as well as lifts dirt and debris super easily. As I've said before, you never want to soak your leather because it can lead to molding and decomposition of your leather, odors, and it can also misshapen your shoes. So make sure to wipe off the excess as soon as possible. Alright, so of course there's going to be some areas of your leather that are more soiled than others, so don't be afraid to clean, wipe, rinse, and repeat as needed. Don't forget how durable leather is if properly taken care of. And if the brush isn't doing the job, grab a microfiber cloth and use some elbow grease to gently rub out any remaining surface marks. And if you guys have watched my other videos, you've seen just how dirty the neglected boot tongue can be. This one is particularly interesting because of the BOA lacing system. If you guys have heard of these laces or own a pair yourself, let me know your opinion below. I think they're super convenient. Alright, now for probably my favorite part of this video, we're going to clean out this nasty insole that's just covered in sock lint, dirt, pet hair, and who knows what else. Stick around until the very end to see how well this cleans up. My secret weapon, the pet hair LillyBrush. This piece of rubber literally grabs out the pet hairs and lint, making it effortless to clean fur and hair on insoles, let alone all of my cat hair on furniture, rugs, or other clothing. If you guys don't have one, I'd highly suggest checking it out. Don't forget to shampoo your insoles as well to remove any odor or inset dirt. On top of that, I'll be scraping up the fibers to remove any compressed fabric. Boots are notorious for having frayed threads around this area, but it's important to care for them properly. Make sure the thread is tied down and then snip off any excess. After that, simply take a flame to the end and heat seal it so it doesn't come undone. Voila. Now on to conditioning. Now the reason these boots are so scuffed up, creased, and dry is mainly due to the fact that they were probably never hydrated or conditioned, which is super sad in my opinion. They could have maintained better integrity and a better look, but I guess this is what neglect looks like. Don't make the same lazy mistake. Make sure to condition your leather often and love it well. Today we'll be using some more SNO-SEAL, and I've chosen it particularly to wax down the exposed fibers on the toe. And we want to make sure that no water or dirt gets into the leather and decomposes it further. So this is going to be the perfect barrier. When applying, gently warm up the leather with a hairdryer, sunlight, or a heat gun, and then apply wax generously. Apply as much as the leather will absorb and then wipe off the excess to prevent dust and dirt caking onto your leather. Gently warm up the leather as needed, but remember that prolonged heat and high temperatures can actually damage your leather permanently, so be very careful. If it's too hot to the touch, it's too hot for the leather. Make sure to be thorough and get in every nook and cranny. Again, make sure to wipe off any excess when you're finished applying the SNO-SEAL. We are almost finished. Our last step is conservation. This is one of the most important steps because it determines how long your boots will keep their shape. Let's put our insoles back in and then use a cedar shoe tree to fill out our leather. This is going to prevent any further creases moving forward. Your boots will thank you later. Alright guys, I hope that this video inspires you to pull out your well-worn boots, clean them up, and wear them for your next job. Just imagine what your boots can look like with a little TLC. Work boots are so functional, but you probably shouldn't wear them to your next formal event unless you're that guy. So check out this video next to care for your dress shoes, and remember to love your leather.